Hello everybody. We are gathered here today for a historical moment that I fear might never be replicated in the world of dinosaur collecting. Okay, even my dog is fearful of what is about to occur. Sorry if the lighting is weird. I have to open this in my living room because this does not fit in my studio. Ladies and gentlemen, this box comes all the way from Everything Dinosaur. A big thank you to Everything Dinosaur for sponsoring this video because I would not have been able to make this video without their help. So thank you so much to Mike and Sue from Everything Dinosaur for making this possible. We have something special from Haolonggood. I mean, you can see the logo there, right there, our Haolonggood. Let's just break this open. Enough of the pitter-pattering around. Let's commit history here, everybody. For any children watching my channel, ask your parents' permission before using scissors. All right, we've got our fact sheet from Everything Dinosaur. That's a nice callback. If you couldn't tell by the name of the video and everything, it's the Argentinosaurus, everybody. We've got our posters right here on top. Let's see, what do we got here? We've got this beautiful one. Oh, look at that, that's gorgeous. And then we've got, oh, this one's lovely. Look at that. A whole herd of them right there, that's cool. And then we've got a size comparison of all of the sauropods from Haolonggood. Beautiful, beautiful. And we've got, what the heck? No way they included like this. We got the Triceratops from them too. They're just giving us so many gifts with this. That's a beautiful poster, what the heck? And then we got the Stegosaurus, check that out. These are printed on a gorgeous like poster quality paper here as well. Now comes the moment that we've been waiting for. Well, actually first though, look at this, playing cards. I'll show these closer up in the video, but they literally include a whole pack of playing cards with these too. And where's the little guy? Here's the little guy. Here's the little guy. Get a fat zoom in on that. The lighting is horrible. But we got the Haolonggood Argentinosaurus as well as a little gift, which I think I might do a separate review on, but we're focusing on the main thing here. I'll put you on the chair next to me. What have I gotten myself into? This thing off of your head, buddy. Come on, off. About 5 pounds of dinosaur. The Haolonggood Argentinosaurus. Goodness gracious, what have I done? And before I move as well, it is just as heavy as it looks, folks. This thing is solid, oh my goodness. What have I done? This is insanity. The fact that I'm holding this. I never thought a company would tackle an Argentinosaurus in this scale, never mind one of such good quality. This is unbelievable, honestly, unbelievable. Let's get this thing up on the review table, shall we? We're off to do the review, everybody. Woo! Okay. Okie dokie, everybody. Oh, and I'm overexposed on the camera. There we go. Oh, lovely. We're adjusting now. Look at this thing. What in the world have I done? The fact that this exists, never mind that I actually own it now, is absolute insanity. I want to thank Everything Dinosaur once again for making this review possible. I wouldn't be able to do this without them. Make sure to check out their shop. They have amazing customer service and an amazing shop with everything dinosaur related, as in their name. So make sure, yeah, go support them. Link will be down below. Haolonggood has done nothing but impress me since they launched. They were making high quality, highly affordable dinosaur figures and highly accurate dinosaur figures for that matter. And they just kept pumping out like really good definitive figures for certain genuses. Lots of Thyreophorans, lots of Ceratopsians, a few theropods here and there which were a little rocky, but they are getting better. I do have one of those that I'm going to review at some point. But most of all, the one thing that has impressed me the most are sauropods. And for the sole fact that they are committing to releasing them in 1/35th scale, which I think is awesome, in the same scale as the rest of their series. And this Argentinosaurus is no exception. I mean, look at that. I can't even fit my hand around its neck. Argentinosaurus is currently the largest known dinosaur that we are aware of. This thing was massive. Even by Titanosaur standards, it was titanic. And it's crazy seeing something like the Haolonggood Argentinosaurus or Amargasaurus, which I also have and haven't gotten to review next. You know, like Amargasaurus is a big animal. It's not a small animal by any means, but as far as sauropods go, it is absolutely minuscule when it's put up next to this thing. Like, I cannot fathom just something this big existing and walking around. And wrapping around to why I love Haolonggood so much as a company, they even said a few times stuff along the lines of them being aware that this wasn't going to be the most profitable thing they could make, but they made it just because they said they wanted it to exist. Like, how cool is that? How cool is that they're willing to cater to us, to give us something we really want in a more so limited run, just to say it exists. This thing is definitely going to be nothing short of a centerpiece for my collection for years to come. And it's amazing being able to point to this and being like, yeah, this is in scale with the rest of their figures that are on my other shelf over there. Like, this is crazy. Since we're talking about scale, let's just get that out of the way, shall we? Where did I put my ruler? In terms of the length, from the tip of the snout to the tip of the tail, we are looking at 33 inches. And in terms of the height, we are looking at just about 20 inches. It's over 2 feet long, never mind being almost 2 feet tall. Off the top of my head, the only other figure that we've really gotten for Argentinosaurus is the Collecte one, and that one is older. It's like over 10 years old as far as I remember, and it's very small. It's in a different scale. But I really think the appeal for Argentinosaurus for me is literally just the size. To put into perspective, like, the sizes that dinosaurs of this type were pushing back in the Cretaceous period. Like, it's insane. If you replicated this sculpt in any other smaller scale besides this one that's consistent with the rest of their line, I would not be interested in it. Like, I literally just wanted an Argentinosaurus that's in scale with one of my collections of dinosaur figures, just to show off what a behemoth this thing is. And I mean, just look at it. Now, detail-wise, this sculpt is so good. The scales are so crisp and so diverse throughout the entire thing. I particularly really enjoy the details on the head. Some really cool texturing around the mouth there. And the interior of the mouth, you've got a gorgeously sculpted tongue and other fleshy bits on the inside of its maw there. On the roof of the mouth as well, really nice attention to detail. And I love those individually sculpted sauropod teeth, which is something that I feel like I'd never really get to say that often for a dinosaur figure, for sauropods anyway. And the eye is absolutely gorgeous too. I love all the soft tissue under the throat as well, going right down into that massive muscular neck. The wrinkles in the skin are beautifully done as well. And right about, I'd say 2/3 through the neck, we start with these rows of scutes that go all the way down and grow into these massive scutes on the back. And they look really, really good. Very signature of modern titanosaur reconstruction, seeing those giant protrusions from the back there, particularly over the hip area. Looks gorgeous. But one thing I love about this one artistically is you go all the way down to the tip of the tail and it's all spiked up. And I think that's really neat. Because sauropods would likely be using these tails as defense mechanisms, and I think it's cool that they put some speculative little spiky bits on there. Very, very neat. Also, I got the what's labeled as the purple color scheme, which is the limited edition one. I'm not gonna lie, I didn't have a preference between any of them. I just wanted this one because it's the limited color scheme, so I can say, hey, I've got an Argentinosaurus from Haolonggood, and it's the limited edition color scheme. What's that? You've got a Lamborghini? That's funny. That's really funny. Don't talk to me or my son ever again. And I'll just lean him into your face while I talk. Yeah, look at that. Look at that guy. But yeah, this thing is downright stunning, absolutely gorgeous. I feel like there's some areas where the paint feels a little bit airbrushed on in some areas, but you know, for how well priced this is, for how awkwardly large this is and awkwardly shaped, it is expensive. I'm gonna get that out of the gate. Like, it's not an entry-level price whatsoever if you want this thing. But comparing it to other model kits or figures of this stature and weight and paint quality and detail on the market, this is a good deal, particularly the pre-order deal. If you missed out on that, you're gonna be paying quite a decent bit more. But for the time when I purchased this, it was definitely a good deal for what you were getting into. Now, I know I didn't bring the Haolonggood up there. We're gonna do a separate video on that one because that's a different figure that it came with. But it did come with those posters, which you already saw, which is cool. And it also came with a whole deck of playing cards right here, which is just really neat. And look, if we open these up quickly, I'm just gonna show them on this camera here. But it has all of their figures on the cards, which is really, really cool. I just think that's such a cool inclusion. You just get a free deck of playing cards, and look, there's even a card in there that just says Haolonggood, and it has all their dinosaurs in it. It's so neat. That's so awesome. But yes, I do not know what else to say about this one other than it large, it cool. I'm so happy I own an Argentinosaurus now, and I'm so happy that it's this ridiculous of one.
A big thank you to my channel members, particularly Raphael Tree Kangaroo, A Trash Bug, and YT Pripple 119 for being Spino Chads. If you want to support my future content, click the big join button next to my name down below.
And yes, as always, let's look forward to seeing what else Haolonggood is going to come out with in the future, shall we? Take care, everybody, and bye-bye.
You there! Are you subscribed to SpinoDude? If you're not, then I might just have to hit you with my massive hitbox, my huge Sweet 16 hitbox, and you don't want to get hit by this, so you better subscribe or I'm gonna come after ya!